Hey guys, thanks for coming back for another video. Okay. Winding yarn on my yarn winder is actually painful for me. I always have the hardest time. And now I have some, hopefully I can start this easily without pulling. There it is. There's my start. Okay. So I'm hoping this will be a lot easier to work with than keeping it on the skein. This is the yarn that I'm using for my test crochet pattern that I'm doing. This is gonna fall apart halfway through and it's just gonna be difficult to work with, but that's okay. So my daughter's going through a lot of things in her room, and she had these like brand new in the package, these little hair clips, and I'm gonna use them for my yarn. So wherever I ended, there it is, to keep it in place. Now I've got some bling. Isn't that pretty? So fun. Okay, so now I'm going to use this to continue working on my sweater. I am testing the Fluff Around and Find Out crochet pattern. Fluff Around and Find Out sweater, I think is what it's called. It's in crochet by Mac Dye Conley. She has a YouTube channel called Made by Mac. And I've got the full front piece completed. I'm working on the back piece. This is so fun to work with. It's very relaxing. The stitches are easy to do and fun to sit there and do without thinking too much. And now I'm at a point where I can just sit there and relax and just whip it up. Soon I will be stitching the side together and then I can move on to the sleeves. So I'm very excited about that. I'm very motivated because I just want to wear this right now. I'm making it out of, I love this yarn print in fruit salad. So that's fun. Isn't that just so happy? It looks like a funfetti cake. I've got a couple more here. And I got this at Hobby Lobby. And then I'll probably go ahead and wind another one of these. I'll probably need everything that I bought. But just in case, I'm only gonna wind the next two. That way these are easy to grab and start working with. So I'm very excited about this one. Yeah, so I have this yarn winder. I have a smaller one, but it was never enough to be able to get one of these skeins on there. How many ounces are these? 5 ounces. I can't remember how much my other yarn winder will hold, but this one is supposed to hold up to 10 ounces. I got it on Amazon, and I feel like I've struggled with it since I got it. And then I made the mistake of taking it apart, thinking that I'm some engineer or something. And then I needed my husband to help me put it back together. And then I went to crank it. Well, this was before I got his help. I went to crank it and it wouldn't even turn. So then I got his help and he did help me put it back together. And I realized that it probably wasn't the yarn winder that wasn't working. It was me that wasn't working. But I figured it out and it works for me for the most part. I feel like I need to practice with it more. I don't know, is that silly? Should I just know how to do it from the beginning? Does anybody else struggle with this? Also, funny story, when I first ever got a hank of yarn, I didn't know that you were supposed to not start using it in its initial form, and that you were supposed to wind it into a ball. I had no idea. Which, I didn't get it at a local yarn shop. I think I got it off Knit Picks or something. So if I was at a local yarn shop, then they probably would have been like, do you want me to wind this into a ball for you? And I'd have been like, why? And then they would have educated me. So instead, this was many years ago, I made the mistake of starting a project, getting not very far at all, and it got so tangled I had to throw it away. There was no untangling this. It was very sad. I think it was purple yarn. So pretty. And to make matters worse, it was like a number 1. It was fine. So it was very difficult to untangle. So I had to throw it away. Live and learn. So then I invested in a yarn winder. And then I realized life is so much easier when you have a Swift. So I bought a Swift too. I've learned a lot of lessons over the years. Anyway, so I just wanted to come and say hi and show you my mug. No, I needed to get this done, and I don't know what my goal is for this sweater. I mean, I have a deadline, but I definitely want to get it done well before the deadline. Oh, there was something else I wanted to show you. Does anybody else drink black coffee? I got my husband some new Black Rifle coffee. I forget what kind it is, but it's got like the lab, the dog, the lab on the front. Something about heroes, I think. And it's a medium roast. And it's really good, black. Normally I drink like dark roast black. But this medium roast is pretty good. Anyway, so that's what I'm drinking right now. I made a shorts video. Okay, another side tangent. I feel like the strangest threads, fibers. Do you see that? Do you see that fiber? I'm getting all kinds of long, weird fibers coming out of this that look like dog hair. Like, is this made out of dog hair? I have a white dog, but his hair is not like that. I've never seen that before in my life. I don't think it's my cat's hair, because I keep it put up. There's no way the cat could get into it. And I'm pretty sure that my cat does not have hair that color. I don't know. I'm kind of flabbergasted, and I'm just unsure of the situation. But anyway, so what I wanted to show you is I did make a short reel on this. I just heard my dog whimper. He just got shots yesterday, and so his muscles in his legs are a little sore, and he got one in the front and in the hind leg. And so when we pick him up, if we're too close to his front shoulders, then he yelps because it hurts him. He's sensitive. And so my son or somebody may have picked him up and forgot. But he's doing a lot better than he was. Okay, another side story, and then I promise I'll get back to what I'm telling you here. So 2 days ago, not yesterday, yeah, because yesterday we took him to the vet. The day before, and this was just a coincidence that we took him to the vet because it was for his puppy checkup and his shots stuff. So the day before that, we took him out for like the first walk. I mean, it's been kind of cold and rainy and stuff, but we took him out for a walk. It was my husband, my daughter, and I. We were just gonna go around the block. We live in kind of like a suburban like area, so we have a nice little area to walk in, and I've never had any issues before, but I've also not taken any animals for a walk because my other dogs are really old and they're just they can't tolerate the exercise anymore. So I have this new puppy. So Odie was very excited to go for a walk. We got an a block down the road, and our neighbor's dog just started sprinting after him. I was freaking out, and he looked like he was going to attack, and he did attack. And thank God he didn't get hurt at all. Like it happened so fast. It was crazy. So I think he bit because he had like some fur missing from his face. And it almost looked like old scars that had healed where the hair was gone, where it was just like the hair would not grow back. Like it was an old cut, but he never got cut. Like I'm telling you, it was a miracle. So I'm trying to pick him up, and they tell you never to get in the middle of a dog fight, but this is the second time in my life I've done it. So I go to pick him up, and he's not coming, and I'm just terrified this dog is going to get a hold of him. So I'm like trying to grab at anything I can. I had a hold of him, and then he slipped out of my hand. So then I had the leash, and he slipped out of his collar when I grabbed hold of the leash, and then he took off. So then I couldn't get him, and I tried to reach for him as he started to take off, and I tripped because I wear Crocs. Even though I was going for a walk, I'm an idiot. I was wearing my Crocs, and I tripped over them for like the 50th time in my life. Fell to the ground, and if it wasn't for my padded coat, I would have been in much worse shape than I am. But I did skin up my knees, and I'm pretty sure I bruised my elbow pretty deep. Like you can't tell on the surface, but it's aching pretty bad. Anyway, I ended up getting hurt worse than Odie did. So he takes off. The dog takes off after him. I mean, he's on his, tail. He's right there. And then my husband takes after them. I'm screaming bloody murder. And my daughter, who's 11, is chasing after all them. And in the middle of it, I'm thinking, don't go near them. But I'm screaming at the top of my lungs. And it's all a bit blurry. And somehow my husband got him, not after, like soon after that dog grabbed him. And thank goodness the dog wasn't interested in doing anything to, me or my family. And then in hindsight, I'm like, was he just playing rough? Like, why didn't he puncture him? I don't know. Did I overreact? Maybe. I don't know. But I was just terrified. Like, Odie's poor little life flashed before my eyes, and I was terrified. But he does have some little battle scars from where his hair got pulled out of his face. I don't know. I can't explain any of the situation. I did try to explain the situation just now, but anyway. So, yeah, it scared me. That was my side note. I'm not sure how I got on that. Oh, yeah, because I was talking about Odie and him getting his shots and stuff. So, I didn't think he was hurt in any form or fashion, and he just so happened to go to the vet, and the vet was like, is there anything else you need me to look at him for? And I'm like, well, he did get attacked by a dog yesterday, but here's the miraculous story. I don't think he's hurt, and he got a good checkup, so Odie is fine. He's doing well. I am nervous about taking him out for a walk anywhere, and that's disappointing because I'm wanting to get some exercise, and I know that he would be a great motivator to get out of the house and do that. So I'm a little nervous to venture out and do that right now, but anyway, so back to what I was saying. I did make a little reel on this little thing. So these are little hair ties that I got my daughter on Shein, I believe. Up there, I think it's in focus. Yeah, I got them from Shein, and there were like 30 of them for $1 something. You know how cheap those sites are. And she thought that they were like clip hair ties, like these. But they're little hair ties, and she does not wear stuff like this. So she was like, no, I don't want that. So I was like, well, here, let me mess with it. I think I can use it for a stitch marker. So I just loop it through here and then wrap it around. And now I have a cute little stitch marker. But I did mess with it a little bit, and I put them in her hair, and showed her how cute they can be, and so now she's excited about them. So she kept 28 of them. She let me have 2 for stitch markers. But I'm tempted the next time I order anything off of Shein or Temu or any of those random sites, I'm gonna get some, because 30 for $1. I mean, stitch markers, like true actual stitch markers, are expensive, so this is like a good deal. And I like them because it's like they lock in place, because you know, you don't have a whole lot of, like, they do have locking ones and they have ones that don't lock and stuff, so I like the fact that they stay there. And I like to mark my side, right side or wrong side, because when I'm crocheting I can never tell the difference. So I just mark my side, and normally I just mark it with yarn, and now I can use these cute things. Yeah, so that's all I have for this video. I hope you guys are staying warm if you are from the Midwest like I am. It is very chilly today, and I think maybe the next couple days, I'm not sure, and then it's supposed to warm up again. So here in Indiana it gets a little crazy when it comes to the ups and downs of the temperature. So I hope you stay warm, I hope you stay dry, and I hope you get a lot of knitting, crocheting, crafting, whatever you love to do. I hope you get a lot of that done this weekend. So have a good day, have a blessed day, bye-bye.